Alrighty, we're live. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And, Tampa Bay did just get the walk-off field goal. The Jets are still the Jets. But anyways, as we all know, the Bears and Cowboys are going to be the 3:30, 3:25 game of the week. God help America. We did not need to watch that game. Though the Packers-Browns game was a lot more competitive than I thought it was going to be. That one's going to be interesting to talk about on the podcast later. If we have any Packer fans in the chat, please tell me how the hell you're feeling after that one. Because that one, that had that sting. There's the disappointments. We're taking the field. It cannot be any worse than Detroit was. Like, that game physically can't be any worse than Detroit. But we're also going to check in on the Brewers here and see how that game's going, along with the Reds and Cubs, because we are division championship watch, which might salvage the day for the state of Wisconsin, because this weekend has been a dumpster shoot for the state of Wisconsin in sports, because the Badgers are still, I don't know what the hell they are this year. The Brewers, they could win the division for how many years in a row has it been? Hold on. Let me think. I can't think the last time we've only missed the playoffs once since like 2018, so that's pretty damn good. Chicago can't say that. But anyways, the Packer game, that was wow. Any Packer fan that is watching this, please, in the chat, let me know how you feel. This was, because that game, I will love to hear from you and how you all feel about this game, because that was wow. Oh. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about the fact that my employer in Gunderson, I refuse to call them Amplify, that Gunderson has an advertisement that says Amplify by Bellin with the Packers head coach and all that. So I guess, yeah, there's that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I should probably get a tally going here somewhere, because I have a bet with my supervisor, who is a Cowboy fan, that every touchdown they give up is 2 push-ups, and every field goal they give up is 1 push-up for whoever the losing team is, which I guess if we're if I'm going to lose, hopefully it's kind of like the Packers, where I'm only doing 4 push-ups. Hold on here. There we go. I have to get the MLB on Fox because that's accurate. Let's see. The Cubs are trailing the Reds 1-0 in the 7th. The Brewers are trailing the Redbirds 4-1 in the 8th, which means if that holds, the Brewers still win the division even though they lost. Here it is. I have the official thing. Well, we can't really see it as easy. I have the push-up total. Cowboys, Bears. Oh, sweet mother of God, it's Matt Eberflus. Is he going to actually... Wait, defensive coordinators don't call timeout. Never mind. Others just say, has he called his timeout yet? Legend has it, he called that timeout when he had his interview with Jerry Jones for the defensive coordinator position. All right, it looks like the Chicago Bears have elected to receive the kickoff. So the Bears, we're going to see Caleb Williams and hopefully a functional offense roll it out here right out of the gates. And that is an interesting kickoff. But anyways, there it is. So the 20. Why is the moron running backwards? The moron ran backwards. Okay, so here come the Chicago Bears. Williams last week was 19 of 30, 207 yards with 2 touchdowns and a really bad interception. No, seriously, if you've seen the interception on the highlight reel, you would know it was bad. All right, let's see where the Bears are starting with it. Because the idiot ran. Okay, he's at the 18 and a half, 9, so I'll say 19-yard line here. Williams has a clean pocket all day and still overthrew the wide open guy. Wide open, and he airmailed it. That's the cleanest pocket I've seen him have all season, and he airmailed him. This might be a long day, because clearly we know the Cowboys have no defense. All right, Caleb, let's see what you can do. Absolutely nothing. They hand it off to the running back, and he's killed right away. That was pathetic. How do you not block the outside guy? How did they just let the outside guy roll in that quick? It's 3rd and 14. We're off to a real good start. Real good start. They've averaged 9.9 yards to go on 3rd down so far this season. This has been a real good start to the year. Williams, stand by himself. What the hell are you doing? Okay, he gets to the running back, but that went nowhere as Williams damn near died. And somehow they got a gain of maybe 2, but to the surprise of no one, they went backwards and are punting. And they made the Cowboys look like they have a defense. What the hell is this? Can someone tell me what the hell that was? And they almost had the punt get blocked because they weren't doing their job. And 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackle, 3 missed tackles, and finally brought down damn near midfield. So we'll see how this is going. The Cowboys are getting some real pretty starting field position right out of the gates at their own 44-yard line, right on the nose of the sea. Oh boy. This is going to be something. They hand it off and the first play, and they're already at the 50. My God, we don't have a defense. I don't think we have a defense. And if it gets worse and worse, when does Tyson Bagent come out there and I just bury the Williams jersey? 2nd down and 3. They're both out running. He's got blockers and a hole, and Dallas, I think, might be in the, unless it's a fumble, did they rip it out? They're just saying they ripped it out? Did the Bears defense do their job and rip it out, or was he out of bounds? It's a fumble, Bears football! Holy shit, they did something! Holy shit, they actually did what they were supposed to! Well, instead of Dallas having the football in the red zone, The Bears start with it around their own 20-ish because Tyreek Stevenson actually decided to remember that he's a defender and take the football. No, this is not a Trubisky jersey, Dawson. This is not a Trubisky. This is a Caleb Williams. He is better than Trubisky. And it is Bears football. Tyreek Stevenson, how the hell did you finally decide to play football? Yeah? Also, why wasn't the Cowboys running back not protecting that ball better? Like, how are you running with it? Like, actually, hold on, I got the ball over here. When you have 4 Bear defenders near you and you got the sideline, why is the ball out like just like this and have them bring you down? What's the difference? Neither of them are going to be. Dawson? Just because you were able to get Bo picks and somehow turn them into Bo. I can't even finish the rest of that sentence without getting kicked off the internet. Though I think just we'll make it simple. Replace the N with a D for DIX. Not all of us can have Bo Nix under center. But anyways, I'm still trying to figure out how he's running with the football like this, knowing that there's 3 defenders in front of him instead of just squeezing it for all he's worth and going down on purpose. Other than Cowboys football. That's just how Dallas plays football, just like how Chicago plays football in the most dumbest ways too. But yeah, if there are any Packer fans in the chat, please let me know what the hell you're thinking about today's game, because I kind of want some opinions. Of course, I could easily roll on the Twitterverse, but that's for later when I'm doing research. Twitter is for the research. And no, fun fact, I do actually own a Trubisky shirt, though. And a Justin Fields, and a Cutler jersey. I just need to complete the collection, I just need a Rex Grossman. If I can find a Grossman, I've had all the franchise-saving quarterbacks in my life. Yeah, it does see how you hope Bo Nix is a savior, but would you like the Bears situation? Nix at least has a team around him and an O-line and a coach that knows what he's doing. So the Bears will get the football at their own 23-yard line. It's better than last time when we were at our own 19 and went backwards. They hand it off to Swift, and he is swiftly brought down. And the refs wasted no time throwing the flag. Chicago does not have the Swift that brings the wins, apparently. Instead of showing me what the penalty is, they're going to show me the name of the referee and the NFL shield. Okay, this hands to the face. Okay, that makes sense now based on the replay. Let's see. Will the Bears make Eberflus's cowgirl defense look like they can play football again, or will we do something useful? Williams looks like he's under center. Fakes handoff, play action. Somewhat clean pocket. Throws it wide open to his tight end. Or I think that's a tight. Yeah, it's a tight end. Golston Loveland, the rookie tight end out of Michigan. About damn time they targeted him. But yeah, it physically cannot be any worse than Detroit was. Like that physically we cannot do any worse than we did in Detroit. I think. I don't think it can. Anyways, Williams. Damn here tripping over his own feet, and he's trying to do a lot joystick, and he's lucky how Dunze knocked that down, because that probably would have been picked. Why am I a Bears fan? That play could have gone wrong on so many levels. I would have been okay if he gave them the free sack. So it is 2nd down and 10. I want to say the Bears can't do much for Williams throws it to Swift, and maybe they got a yard or two on the dive and hit, but once again, it is 3rd down. I don't even know if we're in field goal range. We'll see what the exact marking is here, but oh yes, Bears legend Jack Sanborn is also home. I should have put that in the graphic too. Williams 3 of 5 for 35 yards so far. 3rd down and 8. Williams unloads downfield, finds an open dude's in. Holy shit, they scored a touchdown! Now let's not do like what it's been the rest of the season after we score first. Let's actually win a game, because that would be nice. Denver Broncos are 3-0 to the Chargers. LA's good this year. That's what I'll say. It's the Chargers are good this season. And the extra point is up and good. You never know. They might have missed it somehow. But whoever the running back is for Dallas, thank you, because you were going down the field and making things look really bad for Chicago. I still don't think we should be in this. I still don't think they should be playing at this time slot, but it is what it is. We'll see what else happens, but I really don't know. We'll check in on the baseball scores here. See if anything has changed on that aspect. In the bottom of the 8th, the Twins lead the Cleveland Guardians 6-2. Bottom 7, Cincinnati Reds 1, Chicago Cubs 0. The Cardinals lead the Brewers 5-1 in the 8th, so the Brewers' hope of winning the division today is going to lay in the Cincinnati Reds. Leave it to me. Watching football beats your head being in an oven. Yeah, just about anything beats having your head in the oven. I still can't figure out how one of my friends was able to always get a base hit that summer whenever my head was in the damn oven. All right, and yes, friend of the show. We've been hearing from a friend of the show, Dawson, our other friend of the show for the Rob Dog Sport Brief. Please go listen to the podcast when I'm making one of those here eventually in the near future. Thomas says, I don't have words to describe how the game the Packers played. I have officially entered the world of the Bears. Yeah, for one day, I guess you kind of did. If you have an entire season of that, well, forget just one day or just one season of it. Today was just a taste, kind of like what my entire life has been, but you only get a game here or there where you have the absolute football to the ditka kicked from your, like, getting punted into your ditka type a game. For me, that's the entire season, every year. You have no idea how happy I was to see the Bears beat the Packers last year. Just like I did not know the Packers had Dallas next week, but that'll be interesting. And it looks like Dallas is going to opt for the touchback. So we'll see where they. Uh, I don't even know where the touchback starts anymore. Like, I genuinely can't tell you where the touchback even begins. But yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Dallas. We'll see what Dak Prescott does with the Cowboys starting at their own 20. They do the play action. Dak throws it to Ferguson. Ferguson makes a few guys miss, and it's going to be 2nd and extremely short. Wow. Jake Ferguson was a lot taller than that defensive back. Holy shit, when the tight end's towering over your DB. Don't have him covering that guy. So yeah, with 10 minutes here in the first quarter, it is 2nd down and 2, 7-0 Teddy Bears over the Cow Stars. And they hand it off to the running back. Makes a few men miss with a hole, and this time he does not fumble and turn it over. The refs are breaking up something with Dexter Sr., and I don't want to know what the Bears are doing. I genuinely don't. So Dallas's run game has gotten significantly better this year than last year. Yeah, we have the Cowgirls versus the Teddy Bears, or as I call them, the disappointments. He fakes the handoff. That one. Yeah, Ferguson wasn't able to shake the linebacker there, but it's still what could have been. We still were able to avoid the sack. Maybe Dallas revived their run game, but bringing back Zeke wasn't the answer when he was well past his prime and all. That was. But yeah, Miles Sanders and the other guy they have, that was the answer. Well, minus that game versus Philly. Prescott's 2 of 2 for 10 yards. Neither quarterback really thrown a whole lot so far. They do the handoff to CeeDee Lamb, and Lamb is not going to win the fight versus the linebacker. He's a little slow to get up. And by I mean slow to get up, he's still holding the football, rolling to the sideline. Okay, now he's up. I won't be surprised if he has the wind knocked out of him because and we'll throw a holding on the offense on top of it and the defense to where they offset. It's where you may have lost CeeDee Lamb. How did he go down now? He's going to feel that one for a little bit with the linebacker putting all of his weight on the ankle. I don't know if how long he'll sit. He's going to be out for at least this one play. As a gain of 1, that'd be one hell of a way to lose your receiver. Prescott throws a missile to Ferguson. He cannot shake off a few guys. So it's going to bring up 3rd down at around the midfield mark. And there is some fighting going on. I don't know what the hell I'm watching. I genuinely have no idea what was going on, but looked like the Bears were deciding to get a little rough. Lamb still being looked at. Why do the athletic trainers for the Cowboys have to wear suit and ties with a cowboy hat? We get you from Texas, but we don't need the big-ass cowboy hat, even if you are the Cowboys. Prescott throws. Beautiful, beautiful play. It's a 1st down. George Pickens, so you still have Pickens to work with, try and shut down, which Dallas did let's build up a super offense and not have much of a defense to speak of tactic, which is a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it works out. But it has 1st and 10 around midfield. They run it, and I'm starting to think maybe the Bears' defense isn't as good as I was hoping. Yeah, Montez Sweat, he's still not hurt, but Chicago has been giving out some bad contracts to guys where I'm like, why are we making these moves? Then Dallas decided to one up us with the stupidity and trade away Parsons to the Packers, who was somehow not a factor in the game versus the Browns. 2nd down and 6 at the Bears 49. That's going to be another first down by Dallas. The Cowboys, Prescott's only had to throw the ball 4 times today, and he is 4 of 4 for 20 yards. So, nice. Four passes for 20 yards. Nice. And the Cowboys are moving the ball just fine on this Bears defense. Like, they don't have a run D to speak of. Dallas has 48 rushing yards to Chicago's -1 right now. Brisker coming in. They're blitzing everything. Thrown just a bit out of reach. Stevenson did his job. There was no flag on that one. That is Prescott's first incompletion. It is 2nd down and 10 as Chicago decided they were going to send the house. I don't think CeeDee Lamb's coming back in this game because he took off his shit. They had him take off his cleat, and he's walking with them. I don't think he's coming back. The Lamb has gotten hurt by the Bear. The Bear hurt the Lamb. It's another running play. He's got room. That's going to bring up 3rd and medium here. Everybody in here, welcome to this game where I am doing everything I can to watch it. I just can't, and I'm doing this. You get my reaction, some commentary. 3rd down and 5. Hurry! It looks like they're doing a hurry up switch out package. Shotgun formation by Prescott. Hurry it up. He throws. And he's going to be short, but it is within long field goal range if Dallas were to want to do it. Lord knows they have a kicker who can, but so far the offense is staying on the field. Yeah, this might not be a field goal you'd want to try this early in the game. So they're going to try and go for it on the Bears at the Bears 35. Are they going to do the hard count? Are they going to run and play? See what they're doing here. Yeah, it looked like they were just going to try and do the hard count there. And it didn't work, so they're going to call the timeout. The Bears did not fall for that, which my guess is out comes Brandon Aubrey. It's going to be a field goal try. The Bears defense miraculously held. Miraculously, the Bears defense was able to do its job. If you're surprised by that, welcome to the club. It has not exactly been a very good year to be a Bears fan so far. Or are they punting? Wait, why would you punt from the 35? Yep, there's the kicker. This is going to be from 53 yards out at the point of the C, which, now that I think of it, the Bears C literally looks like a toilet seat. That kicks up and split the uprights right down the boulevard. It is 7-3. And Dallas hoping that CeeDee Lamb is not hurt from that play when Sewell landed on the back of his calf ankle area. What in God's green earth is this? I don't want to know what kind of advertisement I'm watching. I really don't. But yeah, the Bears have been looking pretty good today. Last time we were saying the Bears were looking pretty good. They did not look pretty good at all. Ooh, emo ad. This game is gonna be either really good or really bad. So far, it's been bad. The Bears have overachieved, which last time I said the Bears overachieved, we know what happened. So right now they're just advertising a lot of TV shows that odds are I'm not gonna watch because this is probably the most TV I'm gonna watch all week. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV during the school year. And the second that this is done, I'm going to be the second this is done, I'm gonna be doing more of the research that I have to do for my debate class. And work on a couple other things like the research topic worksheet for CST 498. But I don't know what else is going to happen. And I really hope we're not losing to Matt Eberflus today, but we'll see if the Bears can do anything defensively. Well, offensively, I guess. But I still don't know how much faith I have. That kicks up, and they take the knee. They'll start at their own 20. And we're learning about the Schottmeyer family. The Marty and Brian Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer. Okay, probably not Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer. First season as the head coach. 14 seasons as a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, either way. Oh, dear God. Matt Eberflus has got it up close on the camera. Every Bear fan just winced in pain. Williams is 4 of 6 for 70 yards. We'll see what Dallas can do. The Bears are running a flea flicker. Williams throws it. Holy shit, it worked. It's a touchdown. The Bears actually did something, and it worked. The Bears actually did something right. They did something right. I didn't know they could do something right like that. They actually did something correct. It's a miracle. They did something correct. I did not think we were going to do that correctly. It's 14-3 Bears. Touchdown Bears. Where was this a lot? Well, okay. Week 1, they did everything right until the fourth quarter. Week 2 was a dumpster fire. Which means this is either going to be me going, is this what a win feels like? Or just getting heartbroken and falling to 0-3. But I can't believe they did something correct. I still expect them to lose and be 0-17 by the end of the year so I can enjoy this when they win. Assuming they win. But that was... I can't believe it. Chicago actually did it. Correctly, even. Also, I did not think I would ever see somebody running a flea flicker on 1st and 10. I did not think I would see a 1st and 10 flea flicker in the first quarter. But it worked, so we'll see what they we'll see if they can keep this up. I'm going to assume we're not going to have a commercial break because that was literally just one playing in. So I'm assuming there's no commercials. Matt Eberflus somehow high-fiving his defense as if they did a really good job there. Your defense did not do a good job, buddy. I don't know why you're clapping hurrahing them. Anyways. Yep. Prescott throws it, finds a wide open Pickens, and just like that, Dallas is at the 50, but Chicago did something right. How many times am I going to have to see the Noah Sewell taking out CeeDee Lamb's leg injury? Like, we get it. He landed there. How are my thoughts on how the EWL football team performed yesterday? I can't judge what I didn't watch. Not to sound bad, but I didn't watch it because I was at a family picnic where we couldn't, so there was really no football watching. So I'm going to say they won. I know they won. I don't know anything else. I can read a box score. Like, I read the box score. I know they won. That's about it. Really not much else to speak of because I didn't watch the game. Let's see. I won't be surprised if Dallas scores a touchdown here on this drive because it's the Bears. But yeah, I really can't judge how UWL performed or didn't perform yesterday because I was not watching it at all or even listening to the radio. Okay, so now Dallas has the ball in Chicago's 30. So they're moving the football well. If it weren't for we won't know how that if that first drive if they would have scored or not because the idiot didn't protect the football. But right now, the Bears' defense is very much becoming a problem. It's just good news for Chicago. Dallas don't have a defense, which maybe I should have started Caleb Williams because of that. Oh well. Whatever. I have no idea why you would run when you have a gaping hole, why you would run to where everybody's in a rugby scrum instead of going to the wide open hole. But yeah, I really can't judge what I didn't watch. The Bears have still have yet to net positive in the rushing yard departments. We're still sitting at -1. But when you're winning it through throwing the ball, you don't need to really run the rock, I guess. Something I never thought I'd say. And Tolbert got it. I'm surprised that wasn't a horse collar tackle on top of it with the way they brought him down. But hey, the Bears won on a touchdown drive. They didn't win the game yet. Yeah, how is that not a horse collar tackle? He wrapped around his neck from behind and brought him down from behind, wrapped around the neck, choking his ass out. So right now, yeah, it would be. I gotta update the. Interesting play call. Right now it's 14-3. We'll see how this goes. At the end of the first quarter, it is 14-3 Bears, and that was probably the best first quarter I've seen all fucking season. Might be the only first quarter I see worth a crap out of Chicago this year. But a win's a win. Because they're making progress. I don't want to... The only thing I want to know, though, is... I don't want to think about this, but... Let's say they lose today somehow. Just completely forget how to play football. They lose to Vegas. So they lose to the Raiders. They're 0-4 going into the bye. And wouldn't have won us, and they're winless going into October. I don't want to think about that, but at that point, when would you have to bench Caleb Williams, put in Bajent, and have Williams wearing the cans, listening to the offensive coordinator and everything and how the plays come in, and just sit there listening while Bajent does his thing? That is my question. I don't want to think about it. I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, how bad have things gotten? Because I don't see Chicago doing much right now. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we come back from the when we get back from the commercial break. I don't know how many times Fox can give you the same college football advertisement of a guy living inside the stadium, quite literally living in the stadium. Though, wouldn't they technically cut off the electricity to the stadium when it's out of season? That's my question. When we're out of season, don't they cut the electricity off to those stadiums? Or would it cost too much for them to do that? Yes, Fox, we get it. Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls and went to 10 of them. We get it. We don't need to be reminded. Especially the Falcon fans. Prescott throws it to his read under one missed guy, and it's going to be third and extremely short. I was, for some ungodly reason, waiting for the Lamb is out there, and that did not look good. He's like, yeah, no. So he's at least at least it happened by his team's sideline, but something tells me he's probably done for the day. It's 3rd down and 3 here. There's some motion by the running back, and handkerchiefs everywhere. There is laundry flying at every angle of the camera screen. Is it going to be a 1st down, or is Dallas moving backwards? Dallas is moving backwards. With a traveling Dallas. What the hell did they zoom into? What the hell was that an up close of? So it's 3rd down and 8. They are very much within easy chip shot range here, but Dallas is obviously going to want more than just a field goal on this drive. Throws, it was tipped but not intercepted. And do they keep the offense out here, or do they kick the field goal to go to 14-6, where it would still be a 2-score game? I'm pretty sure. No, it'd be a 1-score game because of the 2-point conversion, but yeah, they're gonna kick the field goal, which would make it back to technically being a 1-score game. Because if you can score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, assuming your defense stops them, Brandon Aubrey is still automatic. But if he missed that one, it had to have been because it got blocked. So we're going to check in here on the beautiful world of baseball and those scores from today. The Cincinnati Reds have defeated the Cubs 1-0. The Brewers lost to the Reds 5-1. But I'm pretty sure the Brewers won the division. Did they punch the ass? I'm pretty sure they just did. Let's see here. It would be their third straight if they did it. I think the Brewers punched their ticket to the not just the postseason, but they won their division today. I'm pretty sure the Brewers are NL Central champs, boys. I think they won the division when no one said they would. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. Where is it? Final Brewers 5, Cardinals 1. We get it. Division champs, the Brewers, have won the National League Central. I can drink to that. Division champs, baby. And there's Dodger fans seriously saying the Brewers don't belong in the playoffs. Let's go, Brewers! Remember when everyone said that the Brewers wouldn't win the NL Central? Remember? Clearly they were wrong. And the Bears are back. I don't know who number 12 is, but made a few guys miss and got a few extra yards. Good for him. The Bears will have the ball back. Let's see what Ben Johnson does with this offense. It is the Bears football. This is probably this is literally the best starting position they had all day at their own 35. That was actually a pretty good return. We'll see if Dallas can do anything defensively. Williams has all day to run, but that's going to come back as a hold, clearly, because you know how that always works. It's going to be a holding. Based on how they're all walking backwards. So, yep. Holding, offense. This offensive line really can't figure their shit out. And it was a very expensive offensive line. First down and 20. Can't be any weirder than when we had 3rd and 30 on opening night. Williams throws. I'm surprised that did not get picked off. That should have been a really, really bad interception. The flea flicker throw was nice, but I'm surprised that Williams didn't get picked off. 65-yard touchdown is the longest completion of his career. Which honestly I can believe with the way the Bears are. Here we are, 2nd down and 20. Let's just go back 10 more yards for the hell of it. So we got 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and long. Williams is 5 of 8 or 6 of 9. Well, it's 3rd and 9. He's 5 of 8 for 135 yards and 2 TDs, which is not bad. Oh, 6 of 9 for 146 yards and 2 TDs. We'll see what the Bears do. Assuming they can do it. Well, they got it off in time. Here comes Dallas's D. If throwing it at the defender's feet and the grass being your wideout was the play call, then it is a beautiful play. Other words, what the hell was that? What the hell did I get there on this jersey? What the hell is that? Oh, it's just them. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to wash the old girl. I'm gonna have to wash this pretty jersey. There's a flag on the punt, which I wanted to ask how that happened, but there could be so many things. Holding. Against the Bears. Yeah, if he doesn't do that, if Johnson doesn't hold him like that, it's a blocked punt, which that would have been Bears football. Wait, when the fuck did we make another Tron movie and why? But anyways, guys, your National League Central champions are the Milwaukee Brewers. I remember when all the so-called experts said that the Chicago Bears would be what they are now, because they are, and that the Milwaukee Brewers would lose to not just the Cubs, but the Reds and Cardinals and only be better than the Pirates. How do you like us now, boys? The Brewers are division champs. Craig Counsell once again looking up at us in the standings and going, why did I leave? Oh, welcome back, Thomas. Glad to see that you had fun with marching band at the fundraiser performance. Hope everything went well for you guys. But yeah, let's celebrate, Wisconsin. The Brewers are the NL Central champs and the best team in all of baseball, baby. Bob Uecker, he is definitely pulling some angel in the outfield type shit right now. His front row seat is the Angels in the outfield. So yeah, you didn't miss a whole lot, Thomas, other than me just wondering what the hell the Bears were doing. How we're winning 14-6, I don't know. Wait, actually, I do know. It's called Dallas can't defend the long ball and a flea flicker. The Bears had a very beautiful flea flicker. Well, yeah, when I'm done with this, Chiefs Giants. I don't I don't care about that. I'll be busy doing homework. Lions Ravens tomorrow on the antenna. I won't be disappointed about missing that because I'm at work. Thursday night Seahawks Cardinals. Maybe it depends if the Brewers are on. Yeah, the Cowboys have ran more plays, have just 15 less yards than the Bears, and have had the ball longer, but it's 14-6 because Dallas has no defense. But what concerns me with Chicago, the stat line they showed with that time possession and all that is mirroring week one when it's actually mirroring week one, just with some slight differences. But the Bears, it's looking like week one right now, which is really concerning because I know how that ended. Especially considering we just had to punt the ball away because we couldn't do anything. And the Bears can't stop the run. The Bears right now, their defense cannot stop the run. While CeeDee Lamb is on the sideline, helmet off, walking around, more like he's limping around. So Packer fans, good news for you is you might not have to guard CeeDee Lamb. You're welcome for that, by the way. Always hate seeing someone get hurt, but you're welcome, Green Bay, for that help. Hold on a sec. How did that bag get there? Whatever. The things I do during these programs. But yeah, the very beautiful Brewers bear and Brewer blankets are on full display here. As a reverse, and it actually kind of somewhat worked and gained them 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 yards. Dennis Allen his defense is not looking too good right now. Okay, gained him 3 yards officially. But this is not looking good right now. Like, this is not looking pretty. And there's another hurt bear on the field. Which one is it this time? Well, we'll see which one. Yeah, I did get to see which one it is, but there is another bear down. That defense is getting beaten and battered and hurting already, which, if the Bears lose this game and they lose next week, on all the social medias, you will see me at my local baseball field because it's the only place I'll have big enough, and you will watch a video of me punting this football with something with a sticky note saying 2025 Bears season, and I'm punting it away as far as I can. But yeah, it looked like it was TJ Edwards who was on the ground hurt, which that won't be good if it is. Also, for Texas, when they're showing the Texas Longhorn mascot running away and that getting loose in that advertisement, I don't know many Texans who would run away from the Longhorn. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few Texans who would have been like, "All right, boys, let's rattle him up into this corner. We're gonna ride him back into his cage. Let's go, woo!" That was a really, really bad Texan impression, but yeah, you get the point. You get the point. All right, guys. You have Campbell, as the person bringing you your menu at Applebee's. What kind of gambit do you think he's calling and why? What gamble play you think he's calling for you and why? I'm thinking on the next commercial break, I'm going to have to get myself another beer. Just because. Why not? It's Bears football. You're going to have a couple beers. USC and Illinois. It was Tremaine Edmonds. So another one of their linebackers is out hurt. The Bears' defense is beaten and battered. It is 2nd down and 6. Prescott throws it to open Pickens. Makes a couple guys miss. Broke a few broken tackles. And just like that, Dallas is in the red zone at the 20-yard line here. With very much blown coverage. That was blown coverage. I'm just sitting here on my couch. I don't play football. I play a man's sport in baseball. And even I know your man and keep your eyes on that man at all costs. Prescott drew his check off to the running back, and they're at least in the 15-yard line. They are not the Cowboys once again knocking on the door. Every single drive, they have moved the ball on Chicago and got it to the 20, but the first one was a fumble that was ripped out of the running back's hand. But then after that, it was a 50-plus yard field goal for moving backwards. Another one stalled out for a field goal. Now they're at the 15-yard line. And there is laundry on the field right away, so that's going to be interesting to see what it is. They're showing the Bears, so I won't be surprised this is against them, as they're showing Jaquan Brisker. Obviously, I know which players are at the Bear players because I root for the damn team. Or at least I know most of them. Who's the old guy chewing his cud and shaking his head behind the D coordinator that's fat and gray-haired? Too many men on the field. And offside, and the neutral zone infraction. The double whammy. They hit the Bears with the double whammy. Oh, boy. That is oh, my God. The Bears screwed that up. That is the definition of screwing the pooch. It is 1st and 10 first and goal at the 10 now. And the Bears still can't stop the run. Is this going to be 2nd and goal at the 2? I am so glad in fantasy football I did not pick up the Bears defense this year. But Sanders just made them miss here and there. And it is 2nd and goal. I do not see Chicago stopping them this time around. Last time they got lucky dodging a bullet. Dallas could very easily have been winning the football game right now. Prescott throws. One-handed touchdown grab by Pickens. And just like that, it is 14-12. Oh, boy. Trying to figure, you know what? If they go for 2 and they give up the 2-point conversion, for the push-up tally, I'll tack on 2 more to that. Which, this ain't looking good, boys. This season's not looking good. I am genuinely impressed he caught that. All right, so Dallas is going for 2 here. They are going to go for the 2-point conversion to try and tie it at 14. And just like that, the same old Bears are back. We'll see what happens as Prescott on the pass, looking. It's good as he finds a wide open guy. We are tied at 14. Just like that, it is the same old fucking Bears. So for the 2-point conversion, because every touchdown was was 2 push-ups. We're not Wait, the touchdown we count as like, well, we count the PAT as the touchdown too for that. But the 2-pointer, I added 2 extras. I'm now up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 push-ups, which isn't bad, but it can be getting worse. I'm gonna be back after I get some beer. Why did I choose the Chicago Bears? Why did I choose the Chicago Bears? The Chicago Bears. Why did I choose the Chicago Bears? All right, and I am back. For all you those watching, while I am drinking quite a bit of beer during this, keep in mind, this like 32-ounce stadium souvenir cup that I got at the Brewer game last year. You want to know how many times I empty this with water too? I empty this like 6 times a day at the least. It can vary because sometimes when I'm home I drink more water and stuff. But yeah, I empty a 32-ounce cup of water 6 times a day when I'm home. And when I'm at campus at UWL, that I use a 34-ounce water bottle I got for free at Gunderson, and I empty that like 4 times when I'm there for the whole day. So I empty. So in one day, I can empty a 32-ounce cup of water once before I go to class in the morning. The 34-ounce cup of water, 34-ounce water bottle 4 times, and I come home after work and I drink and I'll empty the 32-ounce water cup again, at least 2 more times, and obviously if I'm not at work. So if you do the math, I'm a well-hydrated boy. Drink a lot of water because it is good for you. Alcohol is not good for you, but I do it anyway because I'm a Wisconsinite that roots for the Bears. And I will not be drinking during Oktoberfest because I'm going to be working. The Bears will get it at their own 35. A touchback when it goes in the end zone or out of the end zone is a 30. Brings you to the 35 now. That's weird. They hand it off to Swift, and well, he actually got some yards. Packers legend Kenny Clark with the tackle, which that's kind of embarrassing that a running back got chased down and tackled by a defensive tackle like that. All right, we're in the positive. We got 5 yards rushing. We're no longer in the negative. Let's go. Okay, I question how this game is only tied at 14. Other than 2 dysfunctional franchises. Williams, throw the ball away, idiot. Throw the ball. There you go, you moron. Nice catch by the guy on the bench. And there is a flag, so they're probably moving backwards anyway. But throw that football away, you moron. We'll see what it is. An ineligible man downfield. So even on a play when Williams is running for his life, and it's darn out right again. That has got to be one of the worst first-round picks I've seen, of all the offensive linemen they could have taken. and they could have taken some of the best O linemen in the game, and they didn't. Wow, that running play went real far. That went real far as they handed it off to DJ Moore, and he went down right at the line of scrimmage. Good job, Chicago. Good fucking job. I can do that. I might die on national TV, but I can do that. Third down conversions. The Bears are 1 for 3 today, which is one more than usual. Williams passes it off to Swift in the dump off, and holy shit, he's going. They actually got a big chunk play. But I still don't have much confidence in the Bears. Honestly, that's a classic. You need to know where your man is, know your role type of deal, because Dallas should have known that the running back was there, even when they were sending the house like that. Classic Matt Eberflus to screw it up, though. They ran the wide receiver reverse and somehow got a first down. I didn't realize I was watching Matt LaFleur calling the plays, but with the amount of wide receiver runs I'm seeing. So that worked out real good. DeAndre Swift. I'm amazed that one worked. But the Bears don't. Yeah. They've ran the ball 5 times, thrown it 11 times. I'm just waiting for the major fuck up. There was the no blocking they're known for. It's going to be 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12, give or take a few somewhere. They went backwards on this, like usual. I swear to God, if we only get a field goal, or please God, don't go for it. Just take the points at this point. And Williams threw it to his receiver's feet. 3rd and 10. And if he didn't throw it to his receiver's feet, he would have been killed because he would have been absolutely obliterated because the offensive line somehow didn't do it. This offensive line combines for $52.2 million. And their quarterback is under siege against the worst pass rush in the league, arguably. The Bears can still get a first down at the half-yard line. It's kind of funny. Williams throws it to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for a Dunze. It is 4th down and 10. Please don't go for it. Just kick the field goal. Thank you for just kicking the field goal. This is... What the hell, Caleb? That was a horrible throw. Santos is 1 of 2 for field goals this year. He's only kicked 2 field goals all year. That's pathetic. And this one's up and in good. It is 17-14 Bears. And I'm going to go P for the D real quick. All right, folks, and I'm back. Somehow we're already over an hour. We're an hour and 15 into this bad boy, and I'm not dead. The fact that I'm not dead yet should tell us a lot too. I haven't died yet. To the football. So yeah. Hopefully the Bears don't give up another touchdown. Though it won't surprise me with the way they can't stop the run. If they go into the half trailing, I'm going to have some major concerns. It's been 40 years since 1985, so every time the Bears are on TV, they're going to talk about the 85 Bears. Wait, did they have that stupid fake AstroTurf on the field in 85? No, I'm curious. Oh, yeah, that's why it looked different. At one point, Soldier Field had artificial AstroTurf instead of real grass, which was a dumb thing. I will never understand why everyone loved playing on AstroTurf back then. The last 3 possessions by Dallas was a field goal, and a touchdown. And 11 plays, 10 plays, 7 plays. And they went 46 yards, 50 yards, and I didn't get the last one. But with 4:09 left in the half, CD still on the sideline. The Bears can't stop the run. Dallas starting at their 24. We'll see what happens here. They hand it off to the running back, and he's going to lean forward to about the 25 and fall down. I don't know about you, but from what I can tell, that's one of the few times we stopped the run. I don't see them really stopping the run game, which is a very concerning problem. Dallas is taking their time. Prescott under center, throws, hit airborne by Stevenson. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Somehow Tyreek Stevenson is still in the league as a defensive back. And he actually did his job. Oh, I'm surprised Montez didn't get hit with the roughing the passer late hit call. Because they never seem to not call that now. This is a big 3rd down. And the Bears held him. They were able to. He is way short. It's 4th down. Dallas is going to punt. The Bears defense actually stopped him for once. And I am pleasantly surprised. Well, that's why they may have to get rid of it quicker than they wanted to when they blitzed. The punt is up. That thing hung in the air for 1,000 years. So at the 10, 20, 25, 28, 29 yard line, I think. Something like that. Well, the Cowboys will start the ball in the second half. So let's see if the Bears can try and score here. Hopefully not do anything too idiotic going into the half. But it is the Bears. So one never knows. One literally will never know with the Bears until it's over. I just got a text from someone saying it took me 21 years to figure out the Bears secondary logo looks like a toilet seat. I've known that for years, just like I've known the Cincinnati Reds also looks like one. Why did we have DJ Moore running as a running back? A wide receiver as a running back. What the fuck, Chicago? Well, that brings us to a 2-minute warning. I guess peeing for the D worked. The Derek Jeter ad with Capital One. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would rather hear about the astronaut and Derek Jeter as the baseball player than Capital One, especially a bunch of kids. I don't care what anyone says. Baseball is better than football. Baseball is a gentleman's game. Football is a heathen's game. The Brewers have won the NL Central. It's a beautiful day because the Bears can lose, and I won't care because the Brewers have won. So yeah, who cares? The Brewers did what they were supposed to and won the NL Central. Never thought that would happen with the way it started, but the Brewers. This is why Pat Murphy should be deemed the best manager of the year again, because look at what he did with this team of so-called nobodies. Like the best team in baseball, nobody outside of Wisconsin knows who they are. Even in Wisconsin, a lot of us don't know who some of these guys are. I think Yelich hit his 30th home run here, I hope. Like, I really hope Yelich hit 30 dingers. I can go try and find it here soon, but I would like to say he did. Who's the player that... Oh! The Bears are down an offensive lineman. Darnell Wright got hurt. Like, that's going to make much difference. The O-line already sucks. So, yeah, that actually somehow made a difference. So, first down for Chicago. Just keep running the ball a bit more. But I guess running the ball isn't exactly always Ben Johnson's go-to tactic. Wow. They're actually blocking better now that Wright is hurt and out of the game. Was Darnell Wright the problem? Was he the? For a second, I thought that the guy was hurt, but then I realized, oh wait, they called timeout. I was like, please don't say the running back is hurt now too. But he's not, thankfully. Thankfully, he's healthy and perfectly fine. It is 2nd down and 6. The Bears have the ball here, up by a field goal. I am hoping Williams doesn't do anything idiotic. This is clearly better than Detroit's game was. Yeah, they're just going to keep running the ball. Yeah, they're just running the football. Yeah, at this point, just keep running the rock. Why not? Today, they're 2 for 5 on 3rd down, which is 2 more than usual. Let's make it 3 for 6, because then we'd be amazing. Yeah, 3 for 6, boys, on 3rd down conversions. Let's go. Then again, the Cowboys don't have a defense, but I still don't think I would have made this America's Game of the Week. I would have made this a noon game. Williams got snapped. It looked like he wasn't exactly the most ready for it. Throws, finds an open man. They are deep in the red zone with 30 ticks to the clock. Obviously, they're doing the hurry up here. And timeout Bears, 1st and goal. Yeah, Williams has looked good, but we all know Dallas doesn't have a freaking offense. Oh, these throws have nothing to them, though, with the way they're wobbling balloons. With the way they're wobbling like that, there's no... Williams has nothing to his throws. It's really bad. Like this is an interesting tactic to be here, boys. Like, this is getting interesting. It has gotten interesting. Williams throws it wide open. Touchdown Bears. Holy shit, we have 3 touchdowns in the same game. And they're not coming in garbage time this time either. It is 23-14 Bears. Holy shit. Let me guess. Williams is doing... let's see. I'm probably going to regret having him on the bench in fantasy, aren't I? Hey, I turned it around and I'm winning. Good to know I'm winning in my fantasy league. Yeah. Looks like I know. Yeah, benching Tucker Kraft was a mistake. NFL scores. The Chargers lead the Rumble Ponies 10-7. The Seahawks are absolutely annihilating the Saints 38-6. The 49ers are beating the Cardinals 6-3. As we know, Chicago is winning 24-14 over Dallas with 25 ticks until the half. Thursday night, the Bills beat the Dolphins 31-21. The Vikings opened up a can of whoop ass on the Bengals 48-10. The Steelers beat the Patriots 21-14. J.K. Dobbins just scored a touchdown, which makes it which would now make it 13-10 Chargers pending the extra point. Broncos, I'm going to learn to read. I should stop doing 5 things at once. But you get the point. Anyways, the Colts annihilated the Titans 41-20. Daniel Jones might actually be a quarterback. The Jaguars outlasted the Texans 17-10. The Panthers blanked the Falcons 30-0. The Eagles beat the Rams on a blocked field goal touchdown 33-26. The Buccaneers beat the Jets 29-27. Washington beat the Raiders 41-24, and the Browns beat the Packers on a walk-off field goal 13-10. Prescott throws, finds a guy, but they stayed inbounds. No matter what they do for the hurry up, and that's going to send us into the half, which, oh well. Looked like what they were trying to get him, but whatever. 24-14 Bears. The Bears are leading at the half, which isn't the first time I said that this year, but even the Bear fans at Soldier Field are looking confused right now. Total yards. The Bears are leading the Cowboys 275-199 in the total yards department. And yeah, this game, it's I'm glad the Bears are doing decent now, but we don't have. Most of us know Dallas doesn't have a defense. Like, a majority of us know that the Dallas Cowboys don't have a defense to speak of. And if they did, well, then this game probably wouldn't be the way it is, because we saw what happened when Caleb Williams went against actual defenses. I don't know what's going on here at the half. I'm going to keep reading the chat, hoping that some people comment some things, or even I somehow get the surprise Grassy raid. Because looks like I have nobody in here, but it has been an interesting struggle. Like, the struggle is very real. I do this for all of you guys, even though I don't have anyone in here right now. That's the fun of, like, all of us popping in and out whenever we feel like it. We just pop in, we have our fun, and we pop out. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot going on here. I don't know what. This first half has gone a lot better than I thought it would. There ain't no way he's not live. It looks like Grassi's not live right now. The Packer game killed him. He's not live. Tom Grassi, let's see if he's live. I don't think he is. The Packer game finished him off, folks. The Packer game killed him. He's not live. He said he'd be live for all national games, and he's not live for Bears Cowboys, which means he's in his little corner crying over the Packers right now. Which, Yep, all the Packer fans like, why? This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, anyone at the half have anything good they want me to talk about? I don't know what that was. That was a nice little rock, but yeah. I'm surprised that the Bears right now are looking like a competent NFL team. Wait, when did CBS change their graphic for football scores? Why is their college graphic different from their NFL graphic? Wow. A 95-yard punt return touchdown. I am scared for the second half. Broncos, Chargers. J.K. Dobbins, that 19-yard touchdown run. I didn't know that was considered a run. I thought it was a pass based on Nick's threw it, but yeah. I am amazed they didn't show the Packers' epic collapse in their highlights. Because that was something else. I think that was that collapse was a collapse of the century. Okay, maybe not collapse of the century, but the way it happened too, you could tell like the Broncos were clearly the Broncos. Wow, I need to stop trying to read things. I need to stop doing multiple things at once. But as we could tell, the Browns, you could tell they had a veteran QB. Flacco knew exactly what to do, and he did it when he had to. Jordan Love was 18-25, 183 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Carson Wentz. Yes, I cracked another one. I'm watching Bears football. And it's not like I'm going anywhere, folks, because remember, once you crack open the first one, don't get behind that fucking wheel unless you want to die. Or at the very least, get a very pretty fine. Yep, I'm a Wisconsin guy. I have relatives who can't figure out how I just drink straight beer like this. Again, this is not an advertisement for openly drinking beer. And if you're counting how many of them I had on air, please don't. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta add more for the touchdown category that the Cowboys gave up. So in the first half alone, if this holds, he'd be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 push-ups. I'd be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 push-ups. It would be more if Dallas doesn't if the running back protects that football and then they let's see what else. Yeah, if they protect that football, and then the ones where they kicked, and then the one where they kicked a field goal that deep in the red zone because they stalled out. If they don't do that, then it means then the Cowboys would be either tied with the Bears at 24 or winning this game as a whole. The Jets. At least the Jets are worse than the Bears, assuming this holds. This was beautiful. A blocked 43-yarder where it wasn't a scoop and score because he had to land top because he didn't pick it up completely and running. But Dallas was able to hit the Dallas. Wow. I promise, guys, I'm not drunk. I was writing something about the Cowboys down. But the Cleveland Browns, that was, instead of a scoop and score, could have been where they hit the winning field goal, but it was almost a scoop and score where he scooped it up, ran it in for a touchdown, which would not have changed anything either for that game ultimately, because the Browns obviously would have still won because you pick it up, you run it back into the end zone, touchdown from the 33 to make on that 43-yard try. They, one, and they had it was 21 ticks on the clock when they had that, so he picks it up and runs in, gets the touchdown. Well, yes, the Packers would get the ball back with time on the clock, but there really wouldn't be anything left to do besides one Hail Mary pray that you get overtime. But yeah, Cleveland game, and that was a very beautifully played game by the defense. I'm gonna go back and listen to I will be doing, since we're a half here. I'm going to be doing some investigative Twitter research on Packers Twitter. Oh yeah, that's right, division champs. Division champs. Yeah, that's a valid point. Oh yeah, that's just actually the third year in a row we won the NL Central. And we've been in the playoffs every single year outside of I think it was 2022. Yeah, 22. Opening day baseball. That product doesn't exist anymore, sadly. No. That's not a card shop. Can't wait to see the Brewers beat everyone and win the World Series, proving all the haters wrong. The three-peat in the NL Central. Yeah, the Brewers own the Central, baby. The Brewers did it. We don't have to play in the wild card. Yeah, Packer fans. No question at this time, as she's wearing a knockoff jersey. It's not even real. I love how we're going, we can assure you, you don't know pain. The Raiders, the Bears, all that, we're going, you don't know pain towards the Packers. Score update. For which one? Oh, the Bears, 24-14 Chicago. I know, a miracle from Jesus. I was doing some very investigative research on Packers Twitter and what the fans were saying, and somehow for them, the game today is somehow the end of the world, and they should fire Matt LaFleur. Almost said Eberflus because they showed it by the TV screen, but yeah, that they should fire LaFleur and fire everybody, get rid of the quarterback. So it's like, guys, you don't know real pain. Last I checked, the Dawson's little Rumble Ponies were also winning against the Lightning Bolts. I'm sure he'll have that score in the comment section here real soon. Erin Enders, which sideline is she on? Because usually the sideline she's on is usually the team that wins. Alright, so the Cowboys have the ball. I will not be surprised if Chicago still doesn't stop the run here. But I am in full baseball mode. Yep. Wow, they really didn't stop the run. That was a 10-yard right there. Dang, I was just about to drop the score in the chat. Well, Dawson, we're waiting. America's waiting. We're all waiting. America's waiting. What's the score? It is 2nd and 1 with a 9-yard run. Looks like the Bears are going to try and send the house here. Prescott gets it to his checkoff, makes a few men miss. It was a fight to the first down, but he had it and then some but they did it. Again, well, we're waiting. Just like from the scene from The Naked Gun. Well, we're waiting. $20 dropbacks, 0 sacks, 5 pressures under pressure. Okay. The Bears defense, they're providing some pressure, but yeah, this is how you know the Rumble Pony 17, Lightning Bolts 10. Oh, you got yourself a ball game over there. They got themselves a little ball game. We'll see what Chicago brews up here for 2nd and 3. Again, I am waiting for Dallas to just casually go downfield and score, and then see if their defense can figure their shit out. Because the Bears' run defense can't do anything. It's like the Bears are winning this game literally on a prayer and the realization that Dallas has no defense. I'm hoping that prayer for a Bears win on a Packers loss can stay true so Sunday can be worth it. Because if the Bears win and the Packers lose, classes tomorrow are gonna be great. Holy shit, Chicago. You cannot just keep giving up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards a carry here. You can't just keep giving them like at least 5 yards a carry every time the running back gets the football. You need to start. Wow. This isn't going to be 104 yards rushing for Dallas to Chicago's 36. This isn't going to turn into the second half from Monday Night Football against the Vikings, is it? Well, Prescott just got absolutely destroyed by the Bears' defensive end. So that's going to set up 3rd and a mile. But please don't let this turn into Monday Night Football from week 1. Because you can't just blitz the house every play either. For 3rd and 15, I mean, yeah. It's the first time the Bears got to him and sacked him all day, which for this one, you might as well try and say, screw it, send the house. You could tell in that play that Dallas was just like, okay, we're going to try and punt and stop you on defense here because there's really not much I can do on this play. So the Bears are going to force the Cowboys to punt here in the first to open up the second half. This still has been a very, very strange game. Because the Bears are winning, so it's going to be a strange one. That kick. He's out of bounds, probably the 25. So it's about a touchback. So we'll see what the defense can. We'll see if the Bears score or if they're going to get stopped. I don't know what they're doing. It's going to be interesting. Like I generally don't. Grassi posted a Packer fan's reaction to collapsing of against the Browns. We all know that's going to be his fan reaction video, like where it's like his stereotype characters for like the fans sitting there during that game. Like, what are we? And both of them be like, what are we doing? Thankfully, though, we got to eventually see probably the funniest thing we'll see: the Browns beating the Packers. And Micah Parsons being non-existent. He just like disappeared. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar in those situations just disappear the way he did. But that's one of the things that makes it fun. Watching these games, it's just like, yep. I won't be surprised if this week is like the I'm happy, and then next week it's like, yep, back to reality. Back to reality. Because eventually it's going to have to happen where I'm like, yeah, this sucks. Oh, wait, that was the first 2 weeks of the season. After the bye week, week 5, things really get it rough for the Bears. But it's going to be a rough schedule. I don't know what else I'm supposed to expect here. This has probably been the best I've seen Caleb Williams look all season. I'm going to, as you can tell, kick back and relax on my division champions blanket once again, watching the Bears. The Chicago Teddy Bears are having the ball at their own 24 here. If Grossi and the guys can kick back and relax in their stuff, I can too. Plus, no one's going to care that I'm relaxing like this. Swift, holy shit, he actually had a good run. You know, I should really just keep into consideration here that this just shows that Dallas doesn't have a defense. I'm kind of hoping that we hold on and win this one because I just know I'm always going to be scared in the fourth quarter though for some ungodly reason. Let's bat it up and oh my god, how did those three guys not get it? But that was Williams. What are you doing? What are you doing, Caleb? What is he doing? Like, why did he throw that football? Like, just why? Holy Christ, that was crisis averted. Crisis was averted. Delay a game. Oh, they're saying they got it off. Yeah, it's about right. Well, here's third and long. This is Caleb. That was nowhere near the mark. This was wow. It's bad enough to have a quarterback that doesn't know what to do when his first read isn't open. With a coach who's doing what he can with a quarterback that isn't his. All right, so it's a first down, but I'm surprised these guys aren't figuring out that he can't read a defense really. So yeah, I don't know what we're looking at this here. Caleb is, oh sweet mother of God, hitting an open DJ Moore running for his life. Well, I guess maybe Chicago's gonna win the football game. Depending on what we do, because we can always count on the Dallas Cowboys for mismanaging things to the point where the Bears are looking good. I might actually see Williams throw for 300 yards today. That would be the first time in his career he's done it. I think. I don't know. Yeah, this is getting bad. Because, well, I just said this is getting bad out of habit, didn't I? Apparently, I just said this was getting bad out of habit because I'm not used to the Bears winning this season. Yep. Once again, the Cowboys don't have a defense. This is still weird that I'm seeing a team without a defense do anything. It's like, how do you have an NFL team that doesn't want defense other than you're ran by Jerry Jones? Williams is keeping it himself. He's running, and please slide. Thank you for sliding so you don't get hurt. So yeah, Chicago looks like we have a chance right now. Williams is lifting up his shirt in front of the cameras, ladies. For all you ladies who want to know. Ben Johnson's sitting there like, yep. Going through his playlist of his playlist. Yeah, his play sheet. They call another run here. Is first and 10, yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's a 2-score game. Can we get another touchdown here? It's bad enough I benched Williams in fantasy, but yeah. it's besides the point. Let's throw let's get another touchdown here, because then that's really putting the pressure on Dallas, and a fourth quarter collapse isn't as big a concern anymore. Because we saw what 10-point leads don't mean much anymore. Though Cleveland had more of a defense than Dallas, and yeah. Some of the people saying the defense isn't as big a problem anymore for the Packers. Did you not see the ending the way I did? Their defense had problems too. Everybody, it's a problem. You don't have a Super Bowl team right now. Swift, yeah, somehow he got positive yardage out of that. I don't know how, but he did. Yeah, Green Bay's 2-1, Minnesota's 2-1, Detroit's 1-1, Chicago's 0-2. Maybe, just maybe, we can join them in the win column this week, and be in Club Dub for a week. There have some motion. Play action, Williams. The reverse the burden. That's a first down. The Bears are in the red zone. I still don't know how we're going to hold up against an actual defense again, though. Next week, I don't know if the Raiders have a defense at all or not, but I know next week they play the Raiders, and that's going to be fun. Yep. Luther Burden. For a second, I thought it was a Trubisky jersey he was wearing. 7 straight runs. Yeah? Why would we... I was say, thankfully Caleb will get up on that, but... And if he didn't, well... It would be time for Tyson Bagent. Congratulations, Dallas. You don't know how to do anything. Well, your owner decided to get rid of the only defensive threat you had. 2nd and 5. Obviously, as we can tell, the Cowboys' defense doesn't exist because they're making the Bears look good on them. It is now 3rd and short again, well deep in the red zone. Really hoping the Bears can muster up another TD here. I would love to see a 4th touchdown by the Bears today. Because if we make this a 17-point game, odds are it's over. Well, they got another first down. Notice how running the ball is effective here, guys. Williams has only thrown it 20 times, but it's running like this is effective. There we go. The tables have turned for the run game in this half. I'm sure as you guys can tell, I'm starting to get a little bored, even as a Bear fan, because no blocking, and he's going back. He's going. I'm gonna, instead of going down, I'm gonna run back 10 yards and then go down after losing 10 fucking yards. So instead of going down right there, I had to get up and then keep spinning and running backwards and going backwards. So now it's going to be 2nd and goal from like the 20-yard line because I'm a dumbass. That is the life of the Bears. We cannot even do it correctly. Instead of getting tackled for second down from your own 10, we had to go backwards at least 10 yards to have second and goal from like the 20 at the very least. So yeah. Why does Little Caesars have Saquon Barkley riding a deer? Oh boy. This is something else, guys. This has just been a whole nother level. This has just genuinely been a whole new level. I still don't get why the Bears running back had to run back an additional 10 yards, but he did, which was arguably the dumbest thing he could have done. So it's second and goal from a lot. Still think the Bears can score a touchdown here, or at the very least kick a field goal. I think. I could be wrong. We all know the Bears are the Bears. I still have a whole other quarter of this game. And then I got homework. That dreaded homework. Alright, so they're advertising the Floor America duels? I guess let's duel. Packers legend Kenny Clark is walking to the locker room. How far back did the idiot run? The 15. Okay. Still, that's a pretty significant loss by the idiot. Williams throws it. Got a little, but not as far to go. Yeah, there go there go a bunch of the kids. Gotta love the little kid area. And living where I do. So it's now third and goal for the Bears. Diggs is the Cowboys' top DB, and Diggs is on the sideline too. So I'm starting to think this one's going to become over here real quick. This game is going to. I might actually get to finally say a sentence I should have said at least 2 weeks ago. Why did I think Dallas would win this game in my pick'ems? All right, so there, Williams screen pass to Burden. Fourth and goal from the 4-yard line. Let's see what Ben Johnson does. Oh yeah, they're going to keep the offense out here. They're keeping the offense out there. We'll see what happens here. Fourth and goal, 4-yard line. Williams by himself. Running around, running, throwing. Wide open touchdown to DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. Hey, Green Bay. That is a touchdown. The Bears have put up a 30 spot. But there's still a whole other quarter to go. Wow. So either this is gonna really hurt when we choke it away, or this is gonna be really, really nice because Chicago's gonna finally win a football game. 31-14 Bears. This is beautiful. Then again, Dallas doesn't have a defense, but it's still beautiful. This has been absolutely beautiful. Like, so beautiful. It's not even funny. Because I'm at a loss of words. Like, I am at a loss of words here. I also, guys, I'll say this. For the football one like this, you guys now notice how, even as the Bear fan, I'm just sitting here. I'm getting kind of bored. This game started at 3:30. We're 2 hours in. Not a whole lot's changed. But yeah. Anyone ask me what I think is the house? It just shows that Chicago, they're figuring some things out still. Dallas does not have a defense. Like, they do not have a defense at all. And it shows really bad that they don't have the defense. Shit! Hold on. I just spilled some water. So hold on. Alrighty. And because I got that on some of the equipment, that's going to have to be where I end the stream. Because I got the equipment hit. Shit.